So here is a question of hacker block which says we have to separate, not basically separate, we have to display all zeros at the end and other numbers should be in the starting. And the input will be on 0 and 1 only. So for example, we have a 5-digit array and the size is 5 and we need to separate all the zeros to the right and remaining to the left. For example, I'll just display the logic. If you have 1 1 1 0 0, so what output you need? Basically you need no, just a second, yeah, my bad. If you have 0 0 0 1 1 1 something like this, so output you need is this thing. If you have 0 1 1 0 something, again you need this thing and this thing. So the approach which I used was brute force approach, the simplest one which you will remember. And the approach was, for example, if this is our array, what we need to do, we need to count the number of ones in our array. For example, in this we have 3 ones. So what we'll do, we'll just run a loop. First we have counted these numbers, then we'll run a loop and insert these 1 in the starting, and remaining array will fill with 0. So we need not to worry about this 0. For example, if we have array of 10 size and we have 3 ones in them, so what we'll do, 10 minus 3 goes to 7. So we just need to insert 3 ones, for which is a for loop can be started from 0 to less than or equals to 3 I plus plus, and we can insert 1 on every places. For example, array of I is equals to 1. So what this loop will do, this will insert 1 till 3 place, and then will again start a loop from I equals to 3, or even 0 1 2 will start from I equals to 3 and I less than the length, which was 10. So what this will basically do, I'll just explain. Sorry. Yeah, this so how this will work, this will work in this way. 0 0 0 and 1. First we have to count using a for loop which will goes like I equals to 0, I less than length. First a loop will run till this whole array to count how many ones we have, less than length and I plus plus. So if the length is 6, so this will 0 1 2 3 4 5. Then will take a count variable and we'll just keep increasing it, count plus plus. So after this loop ends, what we'll get, we have total number of ones, like total number of ones equals to 3. Now in second phase we'll take this array, the same array, and we'll run a loop from I equals to 0 to I less than 3, total number of ones which is 3, then I plus plus. And what we'll do, we'll insert array of I is equals to 1, which means array of 0, array of first, and array of 2. This is basically inserting 1 in array of 1 2 and 3. After ending this loop, we'll again run a loop, just a second, we'll again run a loop for I equals to 3, because in this array we have already filled our 1 1 1 1. Now these are remaining places, so we'll run this I equals to 3, I less than length, because we already know the length, and I plus plus. This loop will help us filling these with zeros. Similarly, array of I will be filled with zeros, and then we'll print this array. So here goes the code. This loop for inserting array, this loop for counting number of ones, count plus plus, counting number of ones, this loop for inserting 1 in our array, this loop for inserting 0 in our array, and finally this loop to print our array. So we can easily test and check this code. this will show success. Thank you.